What's up guys, it's Roger and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be just doing a few things. I'm going to be using a combination of Thorn and 7th Seraph CQC 12 Shotgun, one of my favorite shotguns in the game with Quick Draw and Snapshot. Just playing some survival matches. You can check out the loadout here if you would like to, check out the mods and whatnot. And then later on and throughout these video, I'm going to be addressing my video from yesterday. If you didn't see that, I kind of make a video called Warlocks Can't Compete, and it was talking about some very basic things, just about class abilities and melees and whatnot, the very basic roots of the kits, and how I think Warlocks are lacking when it comes in comparison with Titan and Hunter. So I'm going to be talking about what my real intentions with that video were today, and the actual point I was trying to make with that, because it seemed like a lot of people were getting kind of miffed about that and taking it to points that I was not even trying to talk about. I wasn't trying to talk about supers or anything like that, but people were kind of taking it to that level. So throughout this video, I'm going to be addressing that and saying what I was really trying to talk about in that video. So I'd appreciate it if you'd watch all the way through. If you were especially one of those people that watched yesterday and maybe didn't quite understand where I was coming from, I would very much appreciate that. But I think that is all I want to say to you guys. Just really quick though, if you do want to join the clan, Blink Enthusiast, it's set to open, so go to your Bungie 2, Destiny 2 mobile app or Bungie.net and look up Blink Enthusiast. It's free to open, so you can go ahead and just join. Love to have you. We can fill that back up. And other than that, we are on the road to 10k subs, so if you'd like to subscribe at any point throughout the video, I'd very much appreciate it, and I'd love to have you. But if you would just like to watch the video and enjoy, that is fine with me too. Got some slapper survival gameplay for you guys, so I hope you enjoy that. And that is it for me right now. So let's go ahead and blink on to this gameplay. Oh, it's everybody's favorite map, Exodus Blue. This actually could be fine with our build, because the thing with Thorn, and I think what most people don't like about it, is that it lacks range compared to other 140 hand cannons. It really just does not have as much range, you know, and I think people really feel that when they use this hand cannon, and that's kind of why it's fell off in terms of its usage rates, which makes sense to me. I mean, I do wish it had a little more range. I'm going to chuck this in here, and I'm going to roll out of there, and then use a blink to get even further. Can I, There we go. I got you, bud. Oh no, I'm sorry, I tried. We can slide over this special ammo and it will auto-load into our holster. Yeah, not the best range there. I'm gonna just get out of here really quick, get back to my teammate. And turn around instantly, see if I can help him team shot. Ooh, we did bust him up really good. Hello! It's a dusk field. We don't really need to peek from that angle. We can use our blink to rotate really quick and see if we can take a different angle for this fight, or we can push with a shotgun if we'd like to. This might be a stupid push, might get us killed, but at the same time I think we can get behind the enemy and take them out while they're not paying attention fully. Just help our teammates out a little bit. If he wants heavy, I'll give it to him, but I got there first, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and blink on this, and then slice him in the face with the sword, take him out. Unfortunately, I did die too, because he had really good reaction to— actually, what did he hit me with to kill me with that melee? I don't know. It kind of seemed like he one-punched me, but he must have hit some kind of damage on me first. Very good, very good. Honestly, I think Thorn is kind of redundant with Foe Tracer. The great thing about Foe Tracer, of course, is, you know, you get walls built in. Please go away. Somebody else is around here. Let's do a dodge as soon as we get out of that fight, just to make sure we can get out of that nade a little bit and keep ourselves safe. Change our hitbox up, and teammate did really good to push in. Take some other ones out. Unfortunately, I got myself in a really stupid position there. That was completely on me if I died. Fortunately, teammates helped out. Gotta be careful here. I don't have any kind of dilation radar, because we are on Arc Hunter after all. I'm gonna chuck this in here, and honestly I'm gonna back up. I just want to reposition myself, see if we can take some team shots maybe. Good team shots. There we go. Really good team shots. Play with your team. If you see your team is just gonna help you out with those team shots and whatnot, then just shoot with them. Even though we don't have the best range, we can make up for that by just doing damage, putting it down lane, and letting our teammates assist us, you know? Or honestly, us assisting our teammates, because they're gonna have the more range than us, it seems, at this point, which is completely fine with me. I know the enemy likes to peek here. Oh, man. That was a nice grenade launcher push by him. Teammate has a really good push there. I did do a lot of damage to the second one as well. He's going to be full health by now. But... that's a fun nade. You know, there's been some discussion lately. Yeah, that was a nice headshot, but I can't keep repeating that or we will get smoked if I'm not careful. Ooh, there's the tick damage. I'm going to blink in on this. Hello. I'm going to dodge when I hit the ground here. Oh, he went to my right. He spawned there. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. I was able to trade, and teammates took out another one. That guy didn't get knocked out, I don't believe. Or did he? No, he did not. He got knocked out. Hey, I thought that was enough shots to kill, brother. I want to just try to get in here. Oh, I gotta reload, unfortunate. This is why we like Foe Tracer, though. There we go. God, Foe Tracer... This is the thing with the Hunter players. There's been some discussion lately. There goes a Rage Quit on their team. And I made a video where I was just talking about how at their base kits, you know, Warlocks are the weakest in terms of the fact that you can't use Rift in combat, as well as you can use a Hunter Dodge or a Titan Shield. That was my entire point with the video. Some people kind of took that to different extremes. You did a little damage to him. And, oh, he's up top, isn't he? Oh, my teammate's really pushing me here. I need to dodge when I hit the ground. We'll roll out of there. We just did get our super as well. I want to help my teammate here, and he already helped himself. I'm going to go with the shotgun here, see if I can assist this guy. There we go, wipe that guy out really quick. That was actually a bad flick with my... Just going to wait for this guy. There we go. At some point he had to come around the corner. Let's go pick up that Soul Devourer proc. I know I'm kind of losing my train of thought, so apologies for that, but discussion about that and whatnot. People have taken it to places like supers as well. We can blink on this. And that was never my intention for the discussion. I didn't want it to be, you know, Warlocks can't compete because of this and that with the supers. No, I'm not a fucking moron. I know there are plenty of Warlock supers that are better than other ones. If you want to talk about stasis, which you know if you've been watching, I loathe stasis. I think its existence is a mistake. But if you want to talk about the best stasis subclass, or just class, excuse me, it's Warlocks. Hands down. Warlock stasis is insanely busted. Now, I don't use that myself, but I'm not a fool, and I'm not blind, and I see that stuff, you know. In terms of melees, I think Warlocks do not have as good of melees. My entire point with the melees in that video was that it's crazy to me that Titans get infinite shoulder charges, and it's not really supposed to be a movement ability, although Bungie tried to make it sort of a movement ability, but they still do too much damage in my opinion, and have too many effects tied to them to say that they are strictly movement, or enough movement to justify them being infinite without going on cooldown. Seems a little silly in my opinion. Meanwhile, on Warlocks, most of our melees are kind of lackluster. If you look at Void Warlock melee, for example, it only does 60 damage at a range, which sometimes can be great. You know, the lock-on on it is amazing. The thing is, the lock-on on it has to be amazing because it's a low amount of damage. It makes them volatile, sure, that can be nice, but even most of the time, volatile does not end up coming into play. It can push them and whatnot, so it has some nice utility, but honestly, sometimes with the way momentum works in this game, you can push your enemy towards you. And the fact that even if you shoot that melee out and you miss it completely, it does 0 damage to any enemies, you get no utility out of it, it goes straight onto cooldown. But I can use a Titan shoulder charge over and over, and it's never going to go on cooldown until I do damage to an enemy. I just think that that's a little imbalanced, in my opinion, and I've heard several opinions about that. But mostly it was just, I felt like, and I feel like with this community, I can't say a single thing about hunters being strong without all the hunter mains just like coming from my throat. And it's like, I just want you to know, if you are a hunter main or whatnot, you can see right now in this gameplay, I'm using hunter. I very much do enjoy hunter, but it's from my use of hunter that it really opened my eyes to how strong their base kit is. And, you know, if you want to disagree on that, fine, you know, but I'm just saying from my experience, that is how I feel. Anyways, let's go ahead and see if we can grab one more good match. Hey guys, if you want to make some Blink Warlock or Blink Hunter friends, then feel free to join the Blinkville Discord server. I'll have that linked in the description and the top right. For now, let's get back into the video. And the Pacifica Curse, of course, we get two of the worst maps in the entire game. I very much hate Pacifica, but I hate Exodus Blue too, and we still got a pretty good match there, so I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully, what I was saying before, wow, that is a gold titan, holy hell. Hopefully what I was saying before really can kind of make you guys understand if you watched yesterday's video and maybe you were a little annoyed or whatnot. I tried to be as impartial as possible when I made that video, and really just saying, hey, I'm just going to chuck this in there and then take shots afterwards. Do a little dodge, I think. I appreciate the rip from the teammate here. And just say, hey. Ooh, so I'm going to fly in with a shotgun here. This is a good opportunity. Ah, let me punch! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I tried to do my slide melee, but I think I used it maybe before and I didn't even know. Ooh, watch this. I know he's behind me. Oh! Did I not shoot? Oh, I'm stupid. I should have just punched again. I don't know why I do that sometimes. Oh, I thought I wasn't spawning for a second. I was like, no way we use all our lives. That was a silly push by me. You know if I say watch this, it's either going to be something really impressive or I'm going to get my PP slapped. Okay, you don't really want to fight? That's okay. That's okay. What did they load? They loaded a grenade launcher, so we need to be careful of that. If somebody has a grenade launcher, honestly, where I'm playing right now is a bad idea. Yeah, we just saw the tinge of his grenade launcher. We need to kind of try to stay in the open if we can. We don't want to get stuck places so that when he does come with that grenade launcher, we can actually avoid it a little bit. We can see there's 40 seconds left on the clock, and they are coming to the left side here. And unfortunately, he just came right up on me. I was going to try to get around the corner and then see if I could dodge and then blink out. Teammate actually kind of smoked him. He did his best. Looks like it's going to come down to a 1v2 here, or are they not responding at all? Okay, so it's going to come down to a 1v1. He should have a good amount of special ammo because special has been dropping. And good damage there. He broke his shields. All he has to do is hit a little more damage. And these tiebreakers should spawn in 10 seconds outside. And wow! Huh. That's interesting. Well, he tried his best. That's still a fun round. I'm trying to remember the kind of train of thought that I was on. Yeah, I mean, I know when things are broken, you know. Oh, apparently Agitated Geezer does not like it. You know, like that arc melee my teammate just did. That's a broken ability, you know? And look, it's great that my teammate just placed this rift right here. And we all have arc souls. Kind of blinking around this guy. What? Oh, come on, teammates. Pick something up there, buddy. There you go, there you go. Get the second one? Nice job, guys. Good job, good job, good job. That's okay. We'll take that. Oh, well. I'm going to try to get here before this teammate dies and see if I can assist him. Because we really don't want any more just silly trades that we don't get anything out of. Let's go 3-tap there. We can push forward. Chuck this nade in. Let's dodge off of here just to be careful. Teammate can have heavy if he wants it. That's completely fine with me. We are 1 life up. And I think that enemy is knocked out as well, so that's good for us. Looks like they're pushing towards this door. We saw them on the radar for a second. It looks like they're actually going to be a hallway. We can aggressively blink on this. If you're going to take this blink, I would suggest doing what I just did. Try to fly past the wall on this side, just so you can get behind cover as you come out of that blink. Blinking like this is not very smart because he could be farther down. Then I could really shoot him. If I came around the corner on that blink and I landed in the open here, and he was all the way down here, he could ace me before I could get in there. Hello, yes, thank you very much. With my shotgun, so you need to be careful about that. You're distancing with your blinks. If you're going to go for a distance kind of shotgun rush like that, try to land yourself around here, more likely, behind cover, so you can really change your mind on the fly. Do I want to go for an aggressive shotgun push here, or do I want to just kind of take my hand cannon out and fight that guy? Luckily, he was kind of AFK anyways, then my teammate smacked him pretty good. I want to blink up top here. Probably blink one more time. There we go, we'll take him out. We can slide over this ammo. This is going to reload both of the pieces of ammo. You saw I actually did have an ammo brick. I'm going to blink over here just because I see this guy on the radar. Hello. I'm going to turn around instantly. Feel a little bad about that, but take him out, and that's going to be all of them. So again, we can slide over that, instantly reload. If you have any ammo in reserve, when you slide over that, it is going to load all of the ammo, not just the ammo you're picking up, but all of the ammo that you have in reserve as well. So keep that in mind. Sometimes I've loaded like 4 different bullets just because I have that many. Wait, teammate, let me show you something really cool. Hey, watch this. Oh, what happened? What happened, dude? He should have put a rift down. That probably would have overhealed him, right? He would have survived. But yeah, it's some things about the rift. If you want to understand why rift is weak, in my opinion, it's mostly the fact that you can't use it in combat, unlike the other 2 class abilities. I know they like to jump up right here, so I'm kind of waiting for that. I'm going to just jump forward on my hunter here, see if I have any radar pings, and since I don't, I'm going to kind of chill on that. I'm just looking for any kind of radar pings we can find. They should be in their spawn here, unless they're just playing outside, but I think they're out to my right. Yeah, unfortunate. Whatever, I guess we can kind of talk, since they're giving up. Yeah, the next thing about Rift that I feel like lower skill players, and I don't mean to sound like an ass when I say that, but you know what I mean. It's not because you're a bad player, you know, maybe you just don't have as much experience, you know, you're still learning the game. There's a tons of different reasons it can be, but you're in a lower skill bracket, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think something you guys don't really understand sometimes, if you are those players, is the easiest counter to a Rift is just not challenging it, you know? All you have to do is just not challenge that Rift. It's very simple, and it's not, again, like, you're not stupid or something. I'm not calling you stupid. It's just kind of things you learn, and that's my observation, that people don't really get when they're talking about rifts. And well, the entire point of a rift is that you can put it and you can hold an entire lane, and it's like, you're not wrong. And especially right now, it's a pretty strong pulse rifle meta. You know, pulse rifle scouts, they're strong, and a lot of that holding down range is a lot of the game right now. You know, I'm not unaware of that fact. I love pulse rifles as much as I love a hand cannon. I love pulse rifles more, you know, and that is my main playstyle, is those pulses. But you know, it's just the easiest counter to that is simply not challenging it. And people were trying to bring up the fact of empowering rifts too. Well, I can use an empowering rift and I don't really need heals. I could use that with Seek and Filaments. It's like, you need Seek and Filaments just to make empowering rifts even close to being competitively viable. Because if you don't, they're not going to be competitively viable in a high competitive environment. You know, you're not going to bring an empowering rift into a trials match against like super try-hard high-tier players and do that well with it. You know, there's going to be the one guy out there who's like, well, I use empowering rifts every week in trials and I do stupendously. Great. Okay. Correlation is not causation. Just because the amount of times you used an empowering rift is correlated to you getting some dubskis is not cause for empowering rifts being good as a whole. Just understand it. And I know this is all personal experience. You know, it's my personal experience too, but I just want to tell you guys kind of in this gameplay, especially since that match went to hell there, with as many matches seem to do on Destiny nowadays, where my thinking and my reasoning was coming from when I made yesterday's video, and just the simple point that I was making was very much so, very, very simply addressing the roots of the kits, and mainly talking about class abilities and the problems with a Warlock Rift when it comes to PvP in terms of its power in comparison to a dodge and a Titan barricade, and then after that the melees and kind of the things that I see as a little silly in terms of the balancing with Titan shoulder charges and whatnot compared to a Warlock melee. And I'm not even bringing hunters into that discussion when it comes to the melees, because I wouldn't say I don't have enough experience, because I do to kind of talk on that, but I think hunter melees, in my opinion, are in a fine state. Even throwing knives, for the most part, I think are fine. And if you guys want me to make a different video going into my thoughts in terms of Warlock's competitive value with exotics and supers as a whole, and not just those root issues, then I would very much be happy to do that, because I do have things to say about that as well. But just so you understand, that video that I made yesterday was completely only coming at the angle of the root kits as a whole, you know, where those kits started from where they released in D2 to the current day. You know, that's the only place that I was addressing it from. Any deeper addressing was not my intent with that video. That was not what I was trying to address in the slightest. And just understand, if you're a Hunter player, in my opinion, Hunter is the easiest class to use, but I don't really care. Like, if you enjoy Hunter, please keep playing Hunter. I'm not saying you don't have to use that, and even in that video I did say I fully understand an easy class being in the game, because there's a casual crowd, you know? If people like Hunter because it's easy and they got right into it and they start having success with it, I am more than happy for that to exist, and I, promote that to exist. I want that to exist because that is good for people. I'm happy about that. So just understand that if you're a Hunter player, I'm not fucking attacking you. Like, I'm happy for you to be a Hunter player. You go ahead, you use your Hunter jump all day. I do not care. I'm completely fine with it. Just make sure that you're looking at it from other people's perspective, where you can kind of acknowledge that Hunter dodge is very strong and whatnot, and that Hunter jump is very strong with its in-air capabilities. You know, there are very strong parts about that kit, as there are very strong parts about any kit. So kind of try to acknowledge the strong and the weak parts about your kits at the same time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But thank you for listening to my rant and watching the gameplay. If you want to leave me a like on the video, it very much does help. It tells YouTube that you are enjoying the content so they can spread it to more people, and I just very much appreciate that. If you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. But that is it for me today. So as always, have a great day, Guardians.